Alright guys, welcome back to my Let's Play Lamplight City where we left off. A mess of a room. Holy pickles. It looked like it was clean once, and I guess wallpaper, and you know, have to leave town because we abducted a child, because it looks like our, you know, late husband. Hello cat, oh, you gonna jump? Oh, there we go. Sorry, distracted by the cat that hopped on the desk. Anywho, let's start from the left. This is left paw. Start from the right and we'll work our way to the left. So let's go.
There's a handwritten note here. Valerian mixed with chamomile, sedative effects, deep sleep.
Seems Mrs. Walker's an amateur herbalist.
Maybe not so amateur. I'd love to see the look on Mrs. Davis's face if she knew it wasn't a spirit that possessed her. In fact, let's go tell her, so I can see it.
You've gotten fairly misanthropic in your death, Bill.
Have I? I hadn't noticed. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to have my fill of plants and flowers. Torn apart. She took most everything. Well, it doesn't appear she had much to take.
It doesn't look like that. Okay, oh, I saw something. A wardrobe, okay. Trash pile.
I thought my apartment was messy.
Nope, we can pick something up. I'm guessing the note or the book, or both.
You're actually gonna dig through that mess? Sure hope it's worth it.
Oh, literally. Oh, I literally have to dig through this. Da 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 da. Throw it over there. Oh. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I just want to throw it off screen. Da 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 da. Oh. Da 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 da. I do like the fact the thread does not want to be covered. It is fighting. Oh, I found it. Oh, kind of got covered. Da 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 da. What is this?
A receipt with yesterday's date. One-way train ticket to Pierre in Lorraine. Departed this afternoon.
Thought she could get away easy, it seems. Well, I hate to disappoint her.
Da da da. Okay. Should we, you know what? Let's just kind of tidy up our garbage mess, shall we? I think this was what here? Nailed it. Anywho. Sorry, I'm holding in my laughter. I am easily amused by weird stuff. Anywho, books.
The books she left behind are all trashy romance novels. Why wouldn't she take those? They're clearly the best ones.
No, they're the worst ones. I did just get back into reading books, though, which is a shocker. I mean, because of Potato, I read a lot of books with Potato, but like actual books, like I got a copy of Wicked because I read like 2 chapters of it at the library, and I'm like, I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna pick up a copy because Potato's trying to get all handsy with the book, and I'm like, no, Potato, don't destroy the book. It belongs in a library. That one and another book. It's part of the Cat series. It's like the Cat Who series. It's like the Cat Who Robbed a Bank. That's the one I picked up. I've never read them, but I've always seen them every time I'm at like a library. I've always seen them, and I've had a curiosity of them because there's just so many of them. So I figured because it's cheap, I'd pick up one of them and see how I feel about it. And I picked the one that was the cat who robbed a bank. It was either that or the Cat Who Saw Stars. And that one's about UFO abductions. I was kind of like, I'm down for like a robbery, heist kind of shenanigans. Anywho, paw ramble time. Wallpaper bulge. Okay, well, let's look at the sewing machine. We'll look at the image. Clearly shiny image tells us we must look at it. It's really relevant. And then we'll look at that.
A fairly recent model. Linda must have spent a good portion of her wages on it. Nice patterns. I wonder if Linda makes all her own clothes. It's a boy. Can't be more than 7 or 8 years old. If that's Linda's son, why would she leave this behind?
Good question.
Oh, right. It's a son. I forgot. Sorry. Brain farting.
It's a boy.
Good question.
Brain farting.
Well, at least that painting cheers the place up a little bit.
a little. Although I'm not gonna lie, if I had a pipe running like this in my house, I think I'd have fun like hanging some hanging plants and, you know, Christmas decorations and everything on there. Shameless plug. Let me know in the comments, would you do the same thing? Haha. Sorry, I had to. I can't help it. YouTube, shameless plug, all that stuff. Anywho, wallpaper budge.
That bit of torn wallpaper looks almost deliberate.
Well, let's go poke at it.
What do you know? She hid a book behind the wallpaper. Looks like a journal.
Oh, reading. Oh no, reading. Okay. Alright, paw reading time, guys. It's a reading episode, maybe. I don't know. It looks like there's only 4 entries, so thank goodness. It's not like Gabriel Knight's not Sins of the Father, Blood of the Sacred, Blood of the Damned, epic reading time. Anywho, April 5th. I don't believe it. Can it be true? At tonight's meeting, I struck up a conversation with Henrietta. Charles Harris was born the day Alexander died, and he has blue eyes. Gasp. Actually, I may be wrong. It's been a while because my brain is mush and reconstructed and then mush and then reconstructed and mush because, you know, being a parent to a very small child takes a toll on your brain. Your child's eye color starts out like the eye color bleh, bleh. Your kid's eye color doesn't become the actual eye color till like 9-10 months old, something like that. It's weird. So like I think they start, I'm trying to remember, it's like I think they start with like blue and then like slowly changes to like said color. It's supposed to be, if I remember correct, I could be wrong. If I am, I apologize. I'm kind of rambling with what brain cells are functioning right now. Anywho, I know I shouldn't jump to conclusions, but this is too perfect to be a fluke. To be sure, I need to find something of Alexander's appropriate for an infant. Maybe his old bear. April 20th, Charles loved Barney. Henrietta told me she's never seen him react with such joy to any of his other playthings. There's no doubt now in my mind Charles Harris is the reincarnation of my beloved Alexander. At last we can be together again. At last I can seek his forgiveness. I just need to find a way to take him from his false parents without getting dear Henrietta in trouble. Oh no. Oh no. April 24th, I had the nightmare again last night. Alexander's cries of "Why did you do it, mother?" were nearly too much to bear. When I have him again, I can finally explain that I couldn't do anything to stop him. Thomas was a monster and I was at my wit's end. Dear Samuel had helped me so much, and there was no turning back once he had consumed the tainted pie. How was I to know? Loud noise presented by Cooper. I gotta love cats. How was I supposed to know Alexander's friend would take ill and he would arrive home early? Watching my boy share the poisoned meal with his father was the worst moment of my life. I must get him back. Ooh, yeah, yeah. October 6th, finally, after months of thinking, I have a plan. Samuel's instructions on the nature of plants has been the key. I will visit Henrietta tonight at the Harris residence and prepare everything. It must look as though a burglar entered the nursery and tore his coat. In 2 nights, I'll have my baby again.
Well, this is pretty damn incriminating.
I'll say. Now we just need to figure out how she managed to drug Mrs. Davis.
Oh, we've got you now, Linda. Thought you could be clever and get away with the baby, did you?
Bill?
Well, you thought wrong. With Fordham and Legere on the case, the only thing you're getting is a one-way trip to jail.
Bill?
And the worst part is how sloppy she was. I mean, really, she couldn't think to pick up a button? She might as well have left a signed confession in the crib for all the good it did her.
Bill, would you just shut up, for God's sake?
Huh? Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's just fine. I just stubbed my toe on the bed frame.
You ought to be more careful, Mr. Fordham.
Sorry, Miles. You know how I get when we're close to solving a case.
You always do this. I need to concentrate, and I can't hear myself think with you yapping away.
Right, sorry. I'll keep it to myself.
Thank you.
But you have to admit, she really would have saved us the trouble if...
Bill.
Right, not another peep. As you were.
Oh, Bill. I mean, I too would get excited if like we were that close to solving a case. I also would get really, really excited and, you know, hype. Let's look at these books, and I think that's everything.
The books she left behind are all trashy romance.
Right, trashy romance novels. Right, okay, we're done. We can escape. I feel like
I don't know about
we have to go talk to
these will make great.
Henrietta then? It sounds like it, and then we can, you know, accuse her and, you know, save the kid and all that fun stuff. Hopefully the kid's alright.
I hope you were able to find out what you needed.
Yes, thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, let's go.
Hello again, Mr. Fordham.
I'm guessing T. That's how she got, you know, knocked out.
I have some questions for you, Mrs. Davis.
All right.
Drug tea. There we go. Let's go.
Mrs. Davis, where did you get the tea you drank on the night of the kidnapping?
From my own private supply, I drink a blend of hibiscus and elderberry. It clears the mind and puts me more in tune with the spirits.
Did it taste off to you?
No. Why do you ask?
Because I think your tea may have been drugged.
Wait, are you saying?
I believe Mrs. Walker used her own herbs to drug your tea, knowing you'd drink a cup the following evening. She then snuck into the house after you'd fallen asleep and took the child.
Oh my word, I never would have thought.
I know, Mrs. Davis, but don't worry, I'm doing everything I can to find her.
Oh, may the spirits guide you, Mr. Fordham.
Thank you for your time, Mrs. Davis.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Well, I'd say we have everything we need to prove it was Linda who drugged Mrs. Davis's tea and took the child. And we know where she's going, too. Upton will want to know about this as soon as possible.
Alright. So with that, let's get out of here. I think we can just go and,
I'll be going now, Mrs. Davis.
May the spirit...
solve the case. I will save, though, before we, solve the case. And we can see the other endings. So let's do that. And yeah, let's kind of close this case up, yo.
Can we talk?
Go on, I'm listening.
Wrap up case.
I'm ready to wrap this case up.
Okay, who's your prime suspect?
Okay, so let's do the best ending, and then we'll kind of go for like the meh and the worst ending. So Linda.
It was Linda Walker,
Who is she?
a seamstress who befriended the Harris family nanny. She took the child because she believes he's the reincarnation of her deceased son, whom she accidentally poisoned.
My God.
You'll find a journal explaining her motive at her apartment, as well as the plants she used to drug Mrs. Davis.
But what about the broken window in the nursery?
All part of a false crime scene she set up to draw our attention away from her.
Excellent work, Miles. Did you manage to find out where Mrs. Walker is now?
Yes, I found a receipt for a one-way train ticket to Pierre, which departed this afternoon.
Fantastic. We can send a telegram to the train station and have her arrested upon arrival. You've done extremely well, Fordham. Snelling could only hope to have a detective as good as you again.
You flatter me.
Then I'd better stop before your head gets any bigger. All right, Miles. I'll go through the proper channels and report your information as an anonymous tip. And of course, I'll dip into the department's Good Samaritan Fund to get you proper compensation for your work. For now, go home to your wife. I'm sure I'll have something else for you to look into fairly soon.
Welcome to Lorraine. An awfully cute baby you got there.
Oh, thank you, sir. This is my son, Alexander.
Alexander. That's a good name. Strong name.
Yes, thank you. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in a bit of a hurry and I need to get to my hotel.
Of course. I won't keep you any longer, Mrs. Walker.
Thank you. Wait. How did you know my name?
I didn't. It was a lucky guess. But now, seeing as I know your name, allow me to tell you mine. I'm Sheriff Zeke Dollarhide. Linda Walker, you are under arrest for the kidnapping of Charles Harris. Surrender the child and come with me.
No, you've got it all wrong. This is my son. This is my Alexander.
Ma'am, please don't make this difficult. Come along to the station and we'll get this all sorted out.
Addie, are you home?
Still at her appointment, it would seem. You know, Miles, I have to say, I'm proud of you.
Why's that?
It's because you actually listened.
So does this mean you'll keep quiet until morning?
I said I was proud of you. I didn't say you were getting a reprieve.
Then I need to figure out how I'm going to sleep through the night without the soporific.
You worry about that too much, Miles. You can sleep when you're dead.
You don't ever seem to.
That's because I slept quite enough when I was alive.
In any case, I need to clear my head. The best way to do that after a case was always going for a drink at the Angel.
The Angel? But you haven't been there since...
Since you died. But perhaps getting back into old routines will help.
Perhaps. It would be nice to see old Patrick again at the very least. Then it's settled. A drink or two at the Angel, for old time's sake.
I have to say, it's been a real pleasure having you back, Miles. I was worried about you.
I appreciate your concern, Patrick. The past few months have been a bit rough, but it's good to be back in familiar territory.
Miles, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Well, it may be none of my business, and you can feel free to tell me to stuff it.
Enough with the preamble, Patrick. Just ask.
I know you quit the force, but why are you still working as a private investigator? Why not leave all that detecting stuff behind?
I don't know how to do anything else. I'll go insane if I don't. You're right. It isn't any of your business, so stuff it. I like the top one. Although this one's good too. But I like the top one.
It's all I know. My grandfather was a cop, my father was a cop, so I became a cop. That's just how it went.
Oh, I hear ya. I come from 3 generations of butchers myself. But I broke the streak because I can't handle the sight of blood.
If only that had been true in my case.
Now then, will you be wanting another drink?
I'm not sure. I've already had 2. I should probably be getting... Wait a minute. Patrick, do you hear something?
No, Miles. I don't hear anything.
Neither do I. Another gin, if you please.
Coming right up.
I must have taken a wrong turn back there. Hopefully Addie won't hear me come in.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, before we go any further, let's do the doodle-doot, and go back in time to check the other ways of how that case would have ended. So, doodle-doot.
Okay, who's your prime suspect?
I believe it was Malcolm Harris.
The father of the child?
Yes, I found a piece of fabric at the crime scene which came from one of his jackets.
But why would he kidnap his own son?
He's in heavy debt due to his gambling addiction. I think he staged the kidnapping as a distraction to get out of paying back his loan on time.
And what did he do with the child?
I'm sure he'll tell the police when they show up to arrest him.
You can only hope. All right, Miles, I'll go through the proper channels and report your information as an anonymous tip. Your compensation should get to you in a few days. I'll keep you posted on any new cases that come up.
Oh, hello, officer. We weren't expecting anyone from the police just yet. Do you have any news about our son?
I suppose you could say that, yes.
Have you found him?
No, but we know who kidnapped him.
Who? Tell me at once.
Malcolm Harris, you're under arrest for the kidnapping of Charles Harris.
What? That can't be! I told Fordham!
I recommend you stop speaking until your interrogation, Mr. Harris. Now please, come with me.
Okay, who's your prime suspect?
I'm at a loss. I can't figure out who took the child.
That's a damn shame. I thought for sure you'd be able to crack it. Oh well, I'm sure the police will be able to pick up where you left off. Unfortunately, this means I can't give you any compensation for your work.
I wouldn't feel right taking it anyway. I just wish I knew what happened.
It's all right, Fordham. Sometimes even the best detectives have a bad day. For now, go home to your wife. I'm sure I'll have something else for you to look into fairly soon.
Alright, so those were the other endings to that case. Honestly, didn't like them. I'm glad we, solved the case proper. At the same time, damn you, developer, for involving a kid. My parents' senses were like, if my kid got taken, I'd go nuclear and find the person and destroy them. But anywho, oh noes, shadowy figure. I don't like this at all. I bet you that's the guy that killed Bill. And the way home, ? Let's talk to this creepy shadowy figure. I can say words. Let's go. Hello, shadowy figure.
Excuse me, sir. Could you spare a shilling?
Sorry, I'm out of coins. Here you are. Why don't you get a job instead? Let's go. Yes. Here you go.
Here you are, my good man.
You always were willing to help the less fortunate, weren't you? But perhaps you should start thinking about helping yourself.
I beg your pardon?
Just look at yourself. I may be a beggar, but even I feel sorry for you.
Do I know you from somewhere? Your voice sounds very familiar. Wait a minute, I know you. Oh, the music. Oh, music. Oh no. Oh shit just got real.
Your voice. I've heard it before.
Yes, that's right. I'm your biggest failure.
What are you talking about?
Come now, Miles, you're not completely stupid. You think finding and catching me is going to make things better?
I owe it to Bill. Maybe not, but at least I have some closure. It has to. I can't continue like this. I owe it to Bill.
Yes, I do. I owe it to Bill, and that's enough to make it worth doing.
That's very touching. But you need to face reality. Let's say you do find me, and this grand chase finally ends. What do you do the next morning? You still have a dead partner, no real job. Your wife knows you've been keeping things from her. Even if you solve 100 cases, it won't relieve that empty feeling inside.
What's your point?
I'm all you've got, Miles. Once I'm gone, there'll be nothing left. So just admit it. You don't want to find me. Not really. Bad dreams?
You could say that. My head. How many drinks did I have last night?
You're asking the wrong person. I was out after the first one.
It seems Miss Maxwell was right about the effects of spirits. Go figure.
Yeah, well, let's not make a habit out of it, all right?
Okay, let's go start the day. It's a brand new day. Let's see a new spicy case.
So, you're up at last.
Is something the matter, Addie?
Oh, I see. You don't remember last night, do you? I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
I just got chills. Oh boy, she does not sound happy at all. Sounds like I'm in trouble. I hope I didn't do anything stupid. Whatever happened, I hope you can forgive me. Bottom one sounds like the best one. Yeah.
Whatever may have happened, I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
Remorse comes before forgiveness, Miles. You don't even know what you're apologizing for.
Was it that bad? What exactly did I do?
It was nearly 2 when you burst in here, soused to the eyeballs from God knows where. I imagine you've probably forgotten that too. You were muttering something about peace and quiet and then proceeded to relieve yourself on my begonias before stumbling into bed.
Charming. I salute you, O Vice Admiral of the Narrow Seas.
Good God. How embarrassing. I'm so sorry, Addie. I don't know what came over me.
I don't either. I've never seen you in such a state, and I pray that I never will again.
You won't ever again, trust me. This was a one-time mistake. I swear I bit off more than I can chew. It won't happen again.
You won't see me like that again, ever. Trust me.
What possessed you to go out and get so drunk anyway?
I decided to stop taking the soporific. It was interfering with my ability to focus on cases. I thought perhaps having a drink or two would help me sleep, and I got a bit carried away.
I see. Well, I'm at least glad you've stopped taking that terrible medicine. But trading it for alcohol? This had better really be a one-time occurrence. Anyway, you got another message from Upton. It's there on the table, if you're feeling fit for the world now.
I think we owe the wife a lot of plants. Let's talk to her if she's wanting to talk to us.
Addie?
What is it, Miles?
Okay, good. From the top. Ooh, apologize. There we go, perfect. And compliment. Perfect. From the top.
What have you been up to lately?
Nothing particularly exciting. My usual clients have been scheduling appointments, and I've been trying to get some new ones as well. In my free time, I've been catching up on my reading.
Anything good?
Yes, the conclusion to the dissembling mechanism was just published in Brentwell magazine last week.
What's that?
James Penstroke's latest serial. I wanted to read it to you, but you haven't been around much lately.
Perhaps I'll take a look now that I can actually concentrate again.
Yes, you could read it to me. I wouldn't mind hearing it again. It would certainly be a nicer way to spend your time than going out drinking.
Addie, please know that I'm deeply sorry for my behavior last night. I'll do everything I can to make it up to you. Would you like me to get some new begonias?
I don't need pretty flowers or pretty words, Miles. I just want things to go back to how they were. That's really all the apology I require.
You're looking especially lovely today, Addie.
Miles, don't flirt with me. Not now.
I wouldn't push my luck with her, Miles. She hasn't completely forgiven you.
Compliment her again. No, we'll just end it. I tempted, but no, we'll just not push some more buttons.
I'll let
Let's
you
go.
get back to your book.
Okay, let's go check the message and then we'll start the new case. Fordham. A new case has come in, but the police are already investigating. Details have made their way into the newspaper. I won't be able to meet you at the ruin. I think I said that right. I could be wrong. So here are the details. The deceased is Desiree Lanthan. Her apartment is at 840 Right Way. Good luck, see Upton.
Huh.
What does Upton say this time?
That she can't meet me, and that I should go straight to the scene of the crime.
I wonder if that means the police have started to suspect that she's giving you these cases.
She also says news of this case has been made public, and the police are already investigating. Have you heard of Desiree Lathan?
Yes, there's something about her in today's paper. I didn't read the article, though. Where's the crime scene?
840 Right Way. It's not too far from here, thankfully.
You're sure you're feeling up to this today?
I'll be fine. The mental exercise will get me back to normal in no time.
Okay, newspaper. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Reading episode. No. Oh my goodness, it's only 1 copper. Oh, the prices were so cheap back then. Oh, now it's like 2 gold. Oh. Sorry, I had to. Okay, okay, I guess this is the reading episode. You gotta have one in your Let's Play. Anywho, let's start from left and go to the right and watch my voice get all like, you know, scratchy. Harris baby found, suspect in custody, yes. Charles Harris, infant son of Malcolm and Miriam Harris, was kidnapped days ago from his crib at the Harris family manor. Police investigators determined that Linda Walker, a friend of the baby's nanny, was the kidnapper. Walker was arrested in Pierre Lorraine after fleeing New oh my, I can't say it, British said town we're in with a child. I apologize. Charles is second in line to inherit the Harris Construction Company, a large contractor in New Barrett. Can't say it. Currently building the HMS Lenore, the airship intended to replace the fallen Ligia? Chief of the police Reginald Snelling issued the following statement: "My detectives should be commended for the outstanding work they did in finding baby Charles and bringing him home safely. Let's be a lesson to all criminals. The new British, I think I said it right, Police always get their suspects. Gasconge Grand Dame found burned to death. Desiree Lanthan. Okay, so this is it. Age 63 was found burned to death in her home yesterday morning. Ooh, toasty. Police were called to the scene by a neighbor who smelled smoke only to find the grisly scene. Miss Lanthan in her bed, body burnt to ashes. The circumstances of Miss Lanthan's death are unknown, but the police have not ruled out the possibility of foul play. Lanthan was born in New Berger, the daughter of a wealthy plantation owner. She grew to become one of the most loved and respected of the Gascon grand dames. Although she had many suitors over the years, Lanthan never married. An avid reader, writer, and poet, Miss Lanthan had several articles published in local newspapers and magazines. Residents of Gascon, oh my goodness, I'm saying it wrong, said they would miss seeing her in her brightly colored hats and dresses as she walked by. Alright, third mysterious murder has police on edge. A gasp. Yet another murder in Clonmondley has the New Berger. I'm saying words wrong here. I apologize. Police scrambling to quell rumors. The Chief of Police, Reginald Snelling, vehemently denied that there is a mass murderer stalking the shadowy corners of Lamplight City. We have no indication whatsoever that these recent camaraderie murders are in any way linked in any case. Detectives are working their hardest to make sure the killer or killers are found and brought to justice, he said. The Gazette has learned that the latest victim is Ennis Bowditch, a construction worker. Police were called to his home, where they found him with a single gunshot wound to the head. Despite Chief Snelling's claim to the contrary, the previous two victims have also been men in Clonmondley who have been killed in exactly the same manner. The Gazette will continue coverage of the story as more details emerge. Prime Minister's campaign heats up as elections loom. Like gasp. With election night less than a month away, Prime Minister Herbert Atwood has lashed out against his opponent with full force. My opponent, Mr. Leroy, if elected, will push this country back at least 20 years. Atwood went on to describe how Leroy's refusal to acknowledge the existence of aethernicity. I said it right, I think. Blech. As well as his lukewarm stance on steam technology would be detrimental to Vespucia's progress. Leroy, meanwhile, continued to chastise Atwood for his prioritizing machines over humans, saying that if he is re-elected, unemployment rates will skyrocket when most workers are replaced by automated machines. The latest public opinion poll shows Atwood with a comfortable lead. However, many have criticized the polls for not including the majority of the workforce, Leroy's strongest supporters.
Well, this is shaping up to be quite the investigation. I should probably get a move on before the police ruin the crime scene any more than they already have.
Good luck, Miles. And stay away from the bars, would you?
Yes, we will. I'm gonna quickly talk to her and then we'll head out.
Addie?
What is it, Miles?
There we go.
Was Desiree Lathan a client of yours by any chance?
No, but plenty of the other grand dames used to gossip about her.
What sort of things would they say?
Usually they'd comment about how much she'd had to drink the night before. I got the impression she was quite the tippler. I hope you're not planning on following her example.
That would require me to burn to death in our bed.
Then I stand by my previous statement.
I'll let you get back to your book.
Do I compliment her again? You know what? Just in case. Let's see what happens.
Addie?
What is it, Miles?
I'm curious. I need to know.
Please let me see that beautiful smile of yours, Addie.
That's enough, Miles. If you're just going to stand there and throw meaningless words at me, you're better off not saying anything at all.
But...
Stop it. I'm trying my best to move past this. Don't make it worse.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know if that's gonna, there's any repercussions. We'll just say that was a vision. We saw a vision of the future. Let's go. Let's go check out the crime scene.
I shouldn't be gone too long.
I wish you'd let me fix your hair before you go out like that.
It'll be fine.
You know, I'm just gonna say this. If you want her to be on, you know, if you want to be on a good side, just let her do your hair. I imagine that would make her, like, super happy. Like, why wasn't that an option of, like, I'm sorry, I went out and drank too much, and I know you keep saying you want to do my hair. Do you want to do my hair? And you know what I mean? She may get super happy about that. That would have been a good, like, you know, attempt to bring peace. But anywho, let's go check out the knight's pile of ashes right there.
Looks as though we've arrived fashionably late.
Excuse me, sir, but this is an active crime scene. We can't allow members of the public.
Oh, this isn't just any member of the public, Kane. This is Miles Fordham. He used to be one of us until he killed his partner.
Wonderful. Officer Parsons is on the scene. It's a shock the apartment isn't in a shambles.
Good day to you too, officers.
Fordham? What are you doing here?
Ah, Captain Snelling. What a pleasure.
That's Chief Snelling now, Fordham. I don't expect you follow the workings of the department much these days, but I'd appreciate the proper address.
So nice to see the power hasn't gone to his head.
My apologies, Chief Snelling.
You haven't answered my question. What in blazes are you doing here?
I feel like I'm seeing two cats staring at each other, hissing, and about to, you know, have a cat fight. I read about the case in the paper and thought I'd have a look. I figured investigating the crime would actually give it a chance to being solved. Oh, snap! I just dropped in to say hello to my former colleagues. Definitely not number 3. I kind of want to do number 2. I like the oh motif. Yeah, let's do it.
You want this crime solved, don't you? I'm conducting my own query. I could be an asset to your investigation.
Out of the question. This is an active crime scene, Fordham. Leave the premises immediately.
Admitted Snelling, you need my help. If we work together, we can solve this in no time. You can try to keep me away, but I'm not giving up. Middle one. I like that one. Let's be nice. Because we've solved all these, like, some of these cases. We've done good, dude. You need me.
We could solve this case in no time if we work together, you know.
We don't need any help. Not even from former detectives. Parsons, I'm going back to the station. I want you to report the minute you're done here. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, don't get any funny ideas, Fordham. If you so much as breathe on anything in here, I'll have you arrested for tampering with a crime scene. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, Chief. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Ooh, let's be nice. Number 3 is tempting. I did say I was supposed to be the worst detective ever, but that ship sailed a long time ago. I was even supposed to be the worst handyman. That ship also sailed a long time ago. So, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad that's settled.
I suppose it's reassuring that even in this crazy, ever-changing world, you can always count on Snelling to be a complete ass.
You heard the chief. No snooping around. The sooner you get out of here, the better for all of us.
So I can snoop then. Oh, yes, I can snoop. Snoop, snoop, snoop. Snoop, snoop, snoop. Snoop, snoop, snoop. Snoop, snoop, snoop. Alright, well, let's look at this room, see what we can awkwardly stare at, and go from there.
Definitely too young to be Miss Lathan. Perhaps a relative? You have to hand it to her. Miss Lathan certainly had a unique taste in fashion. I bet you could see her coming a mile away. An invitation to the Gascon Grand Dame's Ball. It seems it was held 2 nights ago at the Gascon Supper Club. Might be worth looking into, seeing as it's our only lead right now. No title. I doubt it's a diary. People rarely leave those things laying out in the open. Judging by these books, Miss Lathan was quite the fan of poetry. Let's just hope her taste was better than Madame Dupre's.
Oh my goodness, I imagine it's like better, like 80 million times better. We can awkwardly stare at the bedroom.
The bedroom is probably full of clues. We need to find a way to get in there.
Through the window. Okay, well, before I talk to these gentlemen, I'm actually going to wrap up the episode here. It feels like it's a perfect time to wrap it up. Especially since it is a episode where we have a ending of a case and we started a new case. Just feels like we should kind of wrap it up here. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciated. Now it's the shameless plug time as usual. Shameless plug. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other Let's Plays as well. Words. Oh my goodness, my train of thought just derailed. Yeah, check out my other Let's Plays. Like, comment. Let me know what you think of the game so far. I feel like this case is gonna be, you know, a case that's gonna be on fire. Pun not intended. I'm doing a little bit of shifty eyes here. I'm actually really excited about this case. This so far has intrigued me. And yeah, also I am, well, I shouldn't say streaming. I am trying to stream on Twitch. Life has gotten stupid busy. Yeah, life's gotten busy. And I know I'll have a rant up about everything's happening in my life for September, but basically I have to find a job because I'm not going back to my old job because I don't like being stressed out to the point of like how bad it was. So yeah, I try my best to stream. Life's just been busy, but basically when I do stream, I'm doing speedruns with a category also on top called Potato Percent. Basically when my child wakes up, the stream ends. Yeah, and that is everything. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciated. Hopefully you have a good morning, good evening, good night, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.